Good morning, students. Under class 9th economics, we are studying the basic concept of economics. Okay. After the definition of various economics, we are going to see a new topic in first chapter, that is micro and macroeconomics. That is micro and macroeconomics. Firstly, we will know who give this concept. Economics is divided in two economics. Okay, two parts. First part is microeconomics and second part is macroeconomics. First part is microeconomics and second one is macroeconomics. So we will study at basic level what it means. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, see here, microeconomics and macroeconomics. I have written micro plus macro. First of all, we will know who gives this concept of micro and macroeconomics. Who distribute this? Who divide this in into aspects? Okay, see here. One economist, Professor Ragnar Frisch, in 1933, he divided the economics in two aspects. First one was micro and second one was macro. See here, so I have divided in micro and macro. We will understand the meaning of micro and macro. From where the micro word is created? Micro is a Greek word. What? Micro is a Greek word. Greek means Latin word. Okay. It means the micro word is created from M-I-K-R-O-S, micros. Okay. That means I indicate what individual. What indicates? I means individual. So we can define the microeconomics as like, see here, microeconomics is such type of economics. What? Microeconomics is such type of economics which studies the economic behavior of an individual. Economic behavior of individual means what an individual means me, you, any type of persons, any persons, okay, Ram, Shyam, anyone, okay. We studies about that person, that is called individual economics, that is called microeconomics. Getting over? See here. Example, individual demand, individual cost, individual supply. So these all are we will call what? Microeconomics. We will consider under microeconomics. Second thing, macroeconomics. Macro, as it is micro, it's a Greek word. That macro, M-A-C-R-O, is created from M-A-K-R-O-S. M-A-K-R-O-S. Okay? Macros, this A indicate what? Aggregate. This A indicate what? Aggregates. Aggregate means in the collection of various things, okay? Means at a large scale. Aggregate means totality. When we study the totality, when we see the aspect in totality, okay? So, macroeconomics is such type of economics which studies the economy as a whole. Means जो पूरे इकोनॉमी की स्टडी करता है उसको हम क्या करते हैं? मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स कहते हैं. और जो किसी एक इंडिविजुअल की स्टडी करता है उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स कहते हैं. क्लियर? अब अंडर मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स वी विल सी what we see: aggregate demand, aggregate supply, aggregate cost, national income. Okay, so if we see the things in totality base, that will consider under macroeconomics. Hope you all are getting okay the difference between micro and macro. Micro studies at individual level, macro studies at the aggregate level. Okay, मीन्स जब हम किसी एक व्यक्ति की बात करेंगे तो वो किस में आएगा? इंडिविजुअल कैटेगरी में आएगा. जब हम पूरे व्यक्ति की बात करेंगे, पूरे पर्सन की बात करेंगे तो वो कहाँ आएगा? differences. What are the differences? Okay, in micro and macro. First difference is it is the study of individual, a study of aggregate. Micro is the study of individual, macro is the study of aggregate. Okay, it study about individual income. मतलब it studies about an individual person's individual income. Okay, and macroeconomics is the study about the national income. National income means the income of a whole country. Okay, the macroeconomics studies. Okay, third is narrow in scope. Narrow means there is very narrow. There is very narrow in scope. There is not more scope. Okay, in microeconomics. But in the case of macroeconomics, the scope of macroeconomics is very wider because it is studied as a whole economy. Okay. Next is whatever prices we determine under microeconomics, that is called relative prices. Whatever prices we determine under microeconomics, that is called what? Relative prices. RELATIVE relative prices. And whatever prices we determine under macro, that is called absolute prices. Absolute prices. Okay. So these all are the things about micro and macroeconomics. Next topic, activities. The next topic is in your first chapter, activities. There are two activities. First one is economic activities and second one is non-economic activities. Okay, economic activities and non-economic activities. Under economic activities, which deals in monetary terms, that is called इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज. गेटिंग ओवर मींस जो भी एक्टिविटी हम पैसे के फॉर्म में करते हैं, जो भी पैसे के साथ करते हैं विद मनी, दैट इज कॉल्ड इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज. गेटिंग एक्टिविटीज. गो इन योर बुक एंड सी दिस टॉपिक, इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज, इकोनॉमिक एंड नॉन इकोनॉमिक. इकोनॉमिक which deals with the money, that is called economic activities. Like what type of activities we deals with the money? Buying, selling, production, consumption, distribution, exchange. All these activities we deal with the economic activities. Non-economic activities are those type of activities which deals without money. Okay, like social activities. Social activities you are getting political activities, religious activities, charity activities, recreational activities. Which activities which we take for the entertainment of the human being, that is called recreational activities. These all are non-economic activities. Getting over. See, next topic from your book is sectors. In Indian economy there are three sectors. First one is the whole economy distribute in three parts. Three sectors means three type of activities we do under the economy. Okay, see, first sector is primary sector. Second one is secondary and third one is tertiary. First one is primary, second one is secondary and third one is tertiary. Primary sector. First of all we will see primary sector. Primary sector means primary sector is those type of sectors which depends on nature, which use by the natural things. Okay, which depend on the nature. Okay, like agriculture, whatever agriculture we do, like producing wheat, rice. There are lots of grains we produce in our field. Okay, poultry farms, animal husbandry, पशुपालन means दूध के लिए लोग गाय भैंस पालते हैं. Okay, so these all are called primary sector. Means in this sector the agriculture is mainly main thing. Okay, secondary sector is called manufacturing or processing sector. Secondary sector is called manufacturing sector or processing sector, which is under secondary sector we process the goods, we process the natural things, we process the natural raw material in finished goods. That is called what? Secondary sector. Okay, like examples, whatever we use in our homes, that is called secondary sector. That is the product of secondary sector. Like what we can see, suppose this marker is made in any company and through various type of things, through processing. So these all are called, these will consider under secondary sector. Okay. Third sector, tertiary sector means service sector. Tertiary sector, that means service sectors which provide services. Okay, which provide service. Okay, see here, service sectors is helpful for primary and secondary sectors. Okay, like what type of sectors, what type of companies, what type of things which provide services, like banking, mobile telecom companies, telephone companies. Okay, transportations, postage and stamps. Okay, electricity. So these all are what they are providing services. They are providing. So electricity is not under this. These all are, they are providing services. So these all are called service sector. Okay, my dear friends, banking, telecom, transport. So these all are called service sector. So hope you all are getting all these things. And my dear friends, prepare your notes and accordingly. For today, thank you very much.